Hey, good morning. This is Mr. Pilisher. I'm doing a video on how to use the DDC exam portal. The DDC exam portal is a wonderful tool to use when you are making a multiple choice test, especially if it's a large multiple choice test. I use it a lot for my periodics, just when I have to grade a lot of multiple choice. Here we go. So first thing you do is you log into Scheduler. You go all the way down to Portals. And then you go in Portals, it's also the last choice, DDC Exam Portal. So you click on DDC Exam Portal. And up here, right, look up here, there's Home, Reports, Exams, Batches, and Need Help, right? So we go to Start, we go to Exams. Now, when you get to exams, you have three options. You have private exams, district, and schools. You might only have one school because it's I used to work at another school that had this, and they keep on showing up. I don't know why, but whatever. Private exams are only exams that you can use and see. Private exams are okay. They're my least favorite because the truth is we share a lot here at Inwood, and if you are on a team, it's best to not use private exams because let's say Mr. Rand and Mr. Santoro want to give the same periodic. Mr. Santoro can create all the things that on DDC, and then Mr. Rand can print it for her kids. Unfortunately, because of how Scheduler works, Mr. Santoro can't print it for Duran's kids. So if he creates it under schools in Inwood, he gives her access. But if he creates it in private exams, only he can use it for his kids. So if you're very private and you don't want people knowing what you're doing, use private exams. But if you're not, I really encourage you to please just create everything in Inwood. Now, I'm using a Chromebook, and unfortunately, a Chromebook I can't figure out how to right-click. But if you right-click on Inwood Early College, you could create a subfolder, and you can create your name. So right now I already created a subfolder for myself before, and I'm going to create a new exam. So I click on my subfolder, No I'm Pilisher, and I hit Create New, and that takes me to my exam. So my new exam is going to be my third periodic. So we call them Ready exams. So actually it's my fourth. So Ready Exam 4. I put in a little description, mock regents for extended algebra year 1. And then here, select question numbering option. Numbers will be continuous regardless of sections. Yep, that's what we usually like. Numbers will restart, meaning at each section you create, the numbers will restart. And then select the direction. It's for numbering vertical versus horizontal. It doesn't really matter. So you select whatever your preference is and then hit next. Okay, now selection type. You have 3 choices. I suggest to you guys never do anything other than multiple choice. Multiple choices will always work, and if it's only multiple choice, you'll never have to go back and fix responses. But with constructed response and manually scored responses, sometimes just the way that the space that it creates makes it so that there are errors when you upload. But it's your choice. If you want, I'll make a video on how to do constructed response and manually scored responses. It's not that hard, but I really encourage you guys just to use multiple choice. So multiple choice, enter the header for this section. I'm going to call this part 1 or maybe book 1. And this is what the kids see. So sometimes you can even write messages like this for the multiple choice or stuff like that. Number of questions. So in the regions, there's 24 multiple choice questions, so there'll be 24. Number of bubbles. Typically, there's 4. You might do 5. And then you decide, right, A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3. You decide which way it will look. So I think I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3. Now that I've selected my section, what the heck just happened? Okay. Now that I selected my section, I hit Add Section. And poof, I have in my book, I have multiple choice. The section header is called Book 1. That's what the kid sees. 24 questions, 1, 2, 3. If I made a mistake or anything, I can edit it or I can delete it completely. If I want to add another section, I just go in here and I select whatever I want. and change stuff, and then I add it, okay? If we're good, we hit next. But be very, you have to make sure that there's something here in order to hit next. So now we're at the creating the answer key. So this is going to be an internalized answer key. So you just put in whatever answers you want, or that there are. Now, for example, I put the set value is 1, and the regents it's 2. If I really wanted to, I could change all the values to 2. If I wanted to do it for all of them right now, I just hit 2 here, and it sets it. So now each question is worth 2, right? And then I fill in my bubble key with the answers. All right. Obviously, I'm not going to use this test. I'll probably delete it after I'm done with this video, or maybe I'll leave it up so you guys can see. But so you just put this in. And for the mock regents, we use this. And again, when it's only multiple choice, it's really nice because you basically scan it. DDC grades it for you. And then what's nice is what happens next. So I just want to show you what happens next here. So it's done, right? It's you created this mock regents, you created whatever it is, you hit finish. But once you hit finish, it creates it. But what's really great is if you go to the first option, align standards questions in this exam, you can actually create different, so for example, if I go to, you have this choice option over here. I go to the Common Core 2010. I go to Algebra. And then let's say creating equations, that's going to be question 1. So I hit align. Question 5, hit align. Now, I personally like the big idea, things because it's easier to analyze really quickly. And my units are set up by big ideas. But let's say you're someone who actually has a lot of you really dig in and you want to really target specific ones. You can actually expand the learning standards and look for the exact one that the question tests. The only thing is when it's time to do data reports, which will be another video, it's just it separates it so much that I gotta ask myself, is it really helping? So anyway, so once you do that, once you align the questions, just hit save. And now it's saved. And what's nice is when the kids take the test and it gets graded, you can generate reports to also see what standards the kids struggled on. It can also make reports for the kids on what standards they struggled on. And so a lot of the things that Dr. Tate wants will be done for you, which is always a good thing. All right, this is the end of video 1. Give me feedback if this was helpful. Great. If it wasn't helpful, let me know what I can do to improve it. I'm going to make another 3 videos on how to upload and then how to create feedback sheets for the kids and for yourself and for our administrators too. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.